And as a producer, we sort of do everything. You're writing, you're supervising the edit, you're booking people, you're in the field supervising shoots, but you're also, if we're covering trials, you're there covering trials. You're organizing the whole team. It's conceptualizing how we're gonna cover a story from beginning to end several nights a week and doing all kinds of a variety of subject matters. We needed to secure interviews, and that was my job out in the field. When you woke up in the morning, you didn't know necessarily where you would be in the country, sometimes the world, by the end of the day. Actual boss would have assigned this major of a task to me, but the substitute boss did, and she assigned me to find and try to book Monica Lewinsky's mother. But because I was young and industrious, I did a really good job. I called I called friends, I called the publisher, and the publisher said, sure, here's her number down at her house, her apartment. Wow. Down in DC. And I just went about calling her, and I did not get Monica Lewinsky's mom on the phone. I got Monica Lewinsky on the phone. And I believe, the first journalist to get her on the phone. She was listening to me babble on and beg her to take my number. And she was very patient with me. And 5 minutes might have just been 2, because in my mind, it went on forever because I was so nervous. But she was very nice, and she sounded very young, and she took my phone number down, and from what I could hear, and she never called. You have to be careful about every moment you spend in the field, everything you're saying, everything you're doing. And I mean, I think it only reinforces how much we have to respect our subjects, the subject we're covering, and our subjects themselves. But for me, it also makes us a lot easier to cover. You can find people you want to cover, and you can communicate with them. It's easier to communicate with people. Organizations such as the San Diego Press Club gives you exposure to a huge variety of experience of people who come from all kinds of different backgrounds or different parts of the business, and unexpectedly so, and you probably get to hear great war stories. I just know when I began, the way I got into the way you not move up, but move forward in your, not just your career, but your experience and your exposure, is through other people. It is through people who've done this a lot longer. And I think everything that you can learn in school is only, 25% of it. I think we live in a very vibrant age in terms of information, and if it's used properly with accountability, it's great.